Hey, love, let's talk about 5 reasons why you are not getting the ring, why a man will not propose to you. I was inspired to do this live because I was talking with a friend of mine, and she was saying that she had been in a relationship for 5 years, and she was saying that she was hoping that 2024 was going to be the year that he finally proposes. And we've had this conversation plenty of times before where I've told her that they've been together for 5 years. That is not boyfriend and girlfriend. If a man really wants to be with you, he really wants to commit to you, you will know so within like the first 6 months, at the most a year. So when you're dating someone for 5 years, it's not really going anywhere. And I've tried to explain this before, but she is not listening. So I thought I would talk to an audience who would listen. So again, these are 5 reasons why you're not getting the ring, why he's not proposing. Number one, he already told you he doesn't want marriage. So when I work with clients in my Confidently Cherished coaching program, one of the first things that I have them do is get really clear on their boundaries, their standards, their values, what it is that they want in a relationship. And to really go over this with a fine tooth comb, because honestly, a lot of times we say that we know what we want in a relationship, but we really haven't taken the time to sit down, to get really intentional, to really put pen to paper, and why it's important to us. The other thing that comes with this is that we will say we have certain values, but we'll abandon them just because a guy is two or more of the three sixes, 6 feet tall, makes six figures, and what's the third one? 6 feet tall, makes six figures, and has a six pack. Yeah. So because of this, I have seen this happen so often with my clients, with friends of mine, with family members, that they say they want this in a relationship. They want a man that does these things. But then they get into the relationship and they're dating someone who does not align with their values. And they will stay with them because he's so good looking or he's so this or so that. So that brings me back to this first point, is that I have seen this happen where, I will tell my clients, I will tell my female friends, if marriage is important to you, you need to make that clear that that is a value of yours. You are dating for long term commitment, for marriage. You're not just dating out here to have fun, which there's nothing wrong with dating to have fun. But if that's not your value, that's not your value. And I will have clients who go out there and they will say those things, they will have that conversation, but the man will tell them, well, that's not going to work for me. I don't want commitment. And they will still stay in the relationship because he's so fine or he makes so much money. And they will hope and pray that maybe he'll change his mind. Maybe they can convince him. Maybe they'll be the one that he changes for. A man is not going to change unless he wants to change. You cannot force that. And he's definitely not going to change if you do that. If he tells you that he's not looking for commitment, that he doesn't want marriage, and you stay with him, all you've taught him is that you are willing to bend your values and your goals and your wants and needs and desires for him. And he will keep finding ways to make you bend those values and needs and desires for him. So, number two is that he doesn't need to marry you. So, I see this so often. And again, in these long term relationships, if you are living with a man, if you are cooking, cleaning, if you are splitting the bills, all of that, then what is the point of him getting married? He has all the benefits of a wife. He has a cook, he has a housekeeper, he has a sex partner, he has all the emotional support, everything without getting married. So what is the incentive for him to get married? Marry Marriage should be a new step. It should be a new season that comes with new privileges and new benefits. If you are giving all of the privileges and benefits in the girlfriend package, there's no need for him to upgrade to the wife package. And I know that plenty of women get mad when I say things like that, but I don't care because it is true. even if you are not living with him and not splitting the bills. I have seen so many women be in relationships where they are emotionally taking care of the man. He is getting sex whenever he wants. And, they know that the man knows that this woman is a constant source of support for him no matter what, and that she's not going anywhere. So, again, there is no need for him to marry you. You have shown him that you will stick around for years, like say 5 years, without needing a ring. Number three is that you are a placeholder. So all of these kind of tie in together, and I hope you're seeing that they just kind of layer on top of each other. A man will stay in a relationship that he is benefiting from, even if that is not the woman of his dreams. He will stay in that relationship until he can do better. So he will stay in the relationship and, get all the benefits that he can glean from it, and do everything that, you know, um, do everything that he can to take your energy, to benefit from you, and still hope and pray that a better woman comes along. And, I have seen this personally. I know someone, I'm not going to say exactly how I know them, because they follow me on social media. So they would, they hear the story, they know that I'm putting their business out there. But in this case, this is a couple that has lived together for more than 10 years. And I know for a fact that the man in this couple constantly goes out. Um, he tells his wife, well, not his wife, his common law wife, he tells her that he has to work late. Um, and instead, he goes out to bars and parties and stuff like that, still trying to meet new women. Now, again, these two have lived together for more than 10 years. They have kids together, and he is still out here hoping to find the woman of his dreams. But he is staying with this woman because he has yet to find someone who will put up with him and who he thinks is better than she is. But he has openly said that, she's not his dream girl. So if you are just the placeholder, then yeah, a man will stay with you forever, start a family with you, have kids with you, and, still still be out there searching for his dream woman, the one that he really wants to marry. This is why you see so many instances of men being in relationships for 5, 10, 15 years, leaving that woman, and then going on to be in a relationship with the next woman and marrying her within 6 months. So that is number four. And number five is you have been drained of your feminine energy. So again, all of these pile on top of each other. And it happens that I see so often. Feminine energy is receptive energy, it is flow. When you have it, you are full of life, you are flowing, you are glowing. There's just something that is so magnetic about you, nurturing. But when you allow a man to waste your time, he siphons all of that beauty and all of that glorious feminine energy out of you. And as he is doing that, as he is siphoning this energy, you become duller, you become less magnetic, you become tired, you become used to operating in your masculine because you have to contribute to half of the bills. You become used to operating in your masculine because you have to problem solve. You have to take care of all these things that the man, the provider energy should be handling. You become frustrated. You start to feel rejected and neglected because you don't have that ring. And as you are doing all of these things, your shine dulls. He becomes brighter, and then he takes all that energy and he moves it on to the next relationship. This is why marriage is so important for women if you're going to be in a committed relationship. Because I can hear it now. Some of you are saying, I don't care about a serious relationship. I never want to get married. I never want to have kids. All of that is great. If that's not what you want, go ahead. Live your life as rich auntie. Be happy, be free. I am happy for you. I'm proud of you. You do you. But if you say that you want to be in a committed relationship, you cannot afford to waste time in relationships where you are not benefiting, where the man is not committing to you, you are not getting what you want, and instead, he is constantly benefiting. He is taking all of your energy and he is leaving you worse for the wear and making it harder for you to go out there the next time and find a new partner. So, again, those are 5 reasons why you're not getting the ring. He's already told you that he doesn't want marriage, he doesn't need to marry you. You're the placeholder, you've been drained of your feminine energy. And I just realized that I gave you 4 reasons. So, the fifth is that you are a little bit too obsessed with marriage. You have it all over the place. You constantly talk about how you want to get married. There's a way when you are dating someone and getting to know someone that you say, yes, marriage is important to me. I'm dating for commitment. That's what I'm looking for. And when I find the right person, I'll know and I'll be ready to commit to them. That is how you say it. You let them know that when you find the right person, you will commit. But when you just talk about being obsessed with marriage, men, excuse my allergies, y'all, men will interpret that as you want to marry them. And for a lot of men, that will scare them and put them off. And then for other men, they will see you as desperate, which means they will treat you as less and they will test to see just how committed to that you are. Like, can they talk about commitment without actually giving you commitment? And to other men, they may want marriage, they may want commitment, but because of the way you talk about it, they see it as, oh, she only wants marriage. She doesn't care who it is. And because of that, they don't want to marry you because they feel like all they are to you, all you are to them is just someone to give them a ring. Just like you wouldn't want a man to consider you to be nothing but a baby maker, right? So that is very off putting if you constantly talk about being obsessed with marriage, if they can see your vision boards of, um, wedding dresses, if it's all over your dating profile and you make it seem like you'll be ready to get married by the first person who asks. So, again, those are the 5 reasons why a man will not commit to you and give you the ring because he's told you he doesn't need to. You're too obsessed with marriage, you're a placeholder, and you've allowed yourself to stay in relationships that drain you of your feminine energy. So, hope this helps. Let me know if you want a part 2, and I will talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.